This episode is sponsored by coffee, because God knows I fucking need it. My name is Misty / Chronexia, and this is Anime of the Week. If you are brand new to this series, because I can blame you, I haven't done it in like several months, so I should probably change the title of this series, but I'm too committed, and it's called that, and it's gonna stay as that. Anime of the Week is a game where I go on the website called myanimelist.net, and I pick 10 anime at random, and I'll talk about them, because my gimmick in the world is knowing every anime ever made. That's all I'm good for, and I'm okay with that. I've accepted it. We're gonna go ahead and click the random button. If you're looking for it, you'll never find it. It's super well hidden. It's like under the anime tab, and go down like by 4, and it's right there. That is if you have installed the user scripts. If you're computer savvy, if you're techie, you may be able to install it yourself. Otherwise, swing by our Discord. We have like a tiny recipe that you can follow. And it'll teach you all do's and don'ts to have this magnificent feature that I can't believe they haven't done yet. It's like, it's super cool. They should work on it. So, let's get the first one. And see the exact reason why I've discontinued this show for a while. Sex Exchange, or Emoto Twins, is one I've seen, I think. It's a very old one. From 2006, I'm not sure, I don't think it's censored. So yeah, basically, Sex Exchange, from what I recall, is a story about a guy and his sister that goes at it, because incest is wincest. But the twin of said sister is mentally connected to her twin, so whatever she feels, she also feels, so whenever they're going at it, she also experienced the it. It's a very weird one. I think it's also part of like another franchise called Emoto, so yeah, okay, we're not gonna put that thumbnail on. So yeah, Sex Exchange. I don't see why you would, but watch it. It's so good. The finest anime you've never seen. Number 2, let's see if we can get something for the actual kids that are watching my show, because like there's at least 1 or 2. Let's see, Penny Pony Dash. I don't think I've ever had a lot of chance to talk about this one. Penny Pony Dash is about like a young girl that becomes a teacher. It has that weird teacher-school class dynamics, similar to Denpa Kyoshi and, I mean, to a certain extent, Assassination Classroom, except like no anime is as good as Assassination Classroom in terms of teaching. Maybe a little bit of Great Teacher Onizuka. Either way, it's a very funny, light comedy about a kid that teaches a class of high schoolers. It's alright. It's just alright. Number 3, let's go. We're kind of blazing a little faster than usual, but hey, maybe we'll stop at some other point. The World God Only Knows, an anime. It's a harem rom-com. I think most people kind of know about it. Possibly one of the better ones in terms of harem. The story is about a guy that's kind of awkward, but he's really good at playing video games. And video games dating simulators, and he's using that to kind of connect with some other girls. There's a little bit of supernatural elements tossed in the mix. Overall, very interesting and fun anime, but it has like several seasons, therefore a lot of episodes. Depends how much you want to commit to it. If you have a few hours that you want to put into a show that you feel like you just want to pick a random one day, this is as good as any. And let's get number 4. Umi Monogatari. I think I talked about it once or twice in the ye old days. It's very bad. I don't know. It's an environmental friendly Deus Ex Machina story that just doesn't stand on its own. The plot is about the sea folks. She's not a mermaid, but at the same time she kind of is. Where she finds a ring and she's like, hey, don't toss your garbage in my sea. And the person picks up the rings like, oh, thanks for bringing it back. Here you go. And toss it in the sea again. So, overall, it's... I'm simplifying so much. The two characters then become priestess of the sea and the sky. And look, it's not that good. What it has, however, is the fact that it's pretty obscure and therefore very unlikely a lot of people have seen. So if you're a completionist, you might enjoy it. Otherwise, don't even touch it with a 10-foot pole because it's just mediocre at best.
なんで私の制服着てるわけ？いや、今年は女子高生占いっていう線でさ。
Number 5, here we go for the halfway point. You still with me? Are you still clicking that like button? Because I really need you to do that. Because that's really important for me. Alright, number 5, you done it? You good? Alright. Alright, here you go. That's a good reason to do it. Sangatsu no Lion. This is the second season, of course. With a score of 9.02. That's how good it is. This is gonna end up at the top of the chart. I mean, it's already there. March Comes In Like a Lion is a story about a guy that is kind of on his own, like mentally, and he plays shogi, which is the equivalent, although not really, of chess, and he's really good, like he's a genius. The anime has a masterful soundtrack. It's so good. Just the first episode is like it's gonna give you an eargasm. The kid moves with 3 siblings, the 3 sisters, and it's like their relationship as he's like becoming the top player. It's a very good drama, and I cannot praise it enough. It should be like at the top of your list of anime to watch. If you haven't seen it and you're looking for just one show this episode of Anime of the Week to pick up this week, this is something you have a safe bet of enjoying. So, yeah, Sangatsu no Lion. Give it a try if you haven't. Number 6. Alright, now you've done the liking, now you can do the subscribing if you haven't already. Random anime, let's go. Okay, Poco's World. Not Pico, it's Poco. Very similar, but you'll get 2 very different results if you search them. Poco's Udon World is a very wholesome, endearing anime about a kid that eats a lot of ramen noodle. Well, udon noodles. A relationship between an adult and a very young kid. Very similar to Sweetness and Lightning, Barakamon, or... I don't know. What do they recommend themselves? Barakamon, Sweetness and Lightning, Usagi Drop? Yeah. Kurenai? Yeah, I get it. I see it. So, yeah, that's pretty much what you get here. It's very slice of life-ish, comedy, very light, very... just like udon. I mean, udon's kind of heavy in terms of noodles. But yeah, it's super wholesome, just like Pico. They're just equally wholesome. You can't go wrong with either. If you've never seen the other ones, search it and enjoy both of them. And that's my ticket to hell. Next one on the list. Hatsukoi Limited. Okay. Is that the one with the rapey scene in the first episode? Maybe not. Overall, I mean, it's not like super dark kind of thing, but Hatsukoi Limited is like... Is that the omnibus one? Each episode tends to focus on a different character. Omnibus format. There you go. I remember it. See, I know every anime. Hatsukoi Limited is a story about, like, high school and middle schooler, as I've read. The thing is, like, they tackle kind of real issues, so that's one of the perks it has. It's not your, like, lovey-dovey general stuff. It actually pick up on real things that actual human have to deal with. So, very interesting take on the whole franchise. I recommend it if you like omnibus format. Omnibus format is like one episode is one character, then it's forgotten, it's a different one, the next one, and that's all you get. So they're basically one-shots. and you might like that. Some people do. I'm just lukewarm to it.
21世紀に蘇った鬼
Number 8, we got 3 to go. 3 to go to save the day. Solid choice. Oh, you are on the ball today, my anime list. Seitokai Yakuindomo is an anime I really like. In terms of comedies, we got a bunch of comedies this week. Seitokai Yakuindomo, an anime comedy, but a very raunchy one with sex jokes shovel through the entire anime. So it's a very dirty, raunchy comedy where I think this girl's into anal. This one is like super innocent, and this one's just like she gives it as it is. So they whole have a very good dynamic, and the main character, which is the guy, you would expect him to be the pervy one, but it's all the girls. So it's a very interesting perspective on the whole thematic. I like it. I had a fun time. It has a lot of episodes too, so maybe you'll enjoy it as well. If you're immature like me.
面白かったからずっと影から見てたわ
ああ、助かんね
The last two ones we have left for a really good time for this week. Maybe not. I mean, Heavy Object is not a bad anime. It's just has a very niche audience, and if you like mech and space and what's it, military, yeah, you're gonna like it. It's basically a bunch of teens that are in charge of the military for some reason, because it's always teens, right? When it comes to anime, you gotta relate to the characters. And they take on heavy objects, which are like massive sphere that are tanks. It's basically a giant Death Star, except not. But they have to find a weak point and destroy it. So it's basically Star Wars. Overall, it's not a bad show. Like 7.3 is alright. It's good. It's just not memorable. The visuals are neat. Soundtrack is just alright, but the art style are really cool. So it has that going for itself, which is something. And that's all I gotta say about this one, unfortunately. Gotta wrap it up.
Whoa! Oh my god! Oh, I cracked my pants!
But speaking of wrapping up, we have a final one to finish this week. Let's see what we're gonna get. It's going to be Chiqui. All right. Yeah, that's gonna outbalance all the comedy and lighthearted stuff we got so far. Chiqui is a horror anime about a tiny town where some people are starting to disappear, and they are in search of said people disappearing. There's one villa that's kind of ominous, and it's a vampire story. I'm gonna let you piece the rest together, but the dub is great, and overall the anime as well. So if you're a dub lover, they really delivered on this one. So this about wraps up this week of the Anime of the Week. However, before we're entirely done, I like to do a ranking list of what I recommend the most to what I recommend the least, so you guys can just pick number one or just sort through whatever you think I would like out of these. So if you have matching tastes to mine, maybe you'd like any of those. Number 10, I'm gonna put Umi Monogatari because honestly, it's just trash. Its only cool aspect is its novelty. I mean, the fact it's obscure and not really well known. Number 9, I'm gonna put the porn one because as far as story goes, the other ones have it beat by a long shot. If you're into hentai and you haven't seen it, go for it. It's not probably one of the best. It's an interesting thematic. And number 8, Heavy Object, because while I don't think it's bad, I think it attracts a very peculiar audience. So if you like military and teenagers and robots, you're gonna enjoy it. Otherwise, there's better one. Number 7, we're gonna put Hatsukoi Limited because omnibus format again is a niche audience, and also some people just want to fluff stuff, and this is kind of tackling real issues, so maybe not for you. Number 6, we're gonna put Penny Pony Dash. This is where like the actual entry starts getting good, so I gotta I gotta find that one tiny feature that just sets it back compared to the rest. Penny Pony Dash, comedy, slice of life, overall is a really good show. It's just like, it's kind of generic. Number 5, The World God Only Knows. Harem rom-com is just not for me. I mean, I like this one. This one is one of the better ones, but the genre itself is not my type. Number 4, we're gonna put Poco's Udon World because it's sweet moe stuff. It's cute, it's endearing, it's wholesome, all the kind of stuff that makes you feel better at the end of the week. If you're having a rough one, it's Friday, you want to take a few chests. Jesus Christ, I can't speak today. Take a few things off your chest. Poco's Udon World is gonna be the one doing it. Number 3, Seitokai Yakuindomo. In terms of comedy, this is one that I'm probably gonna recommend the most out of this week. It's just that fun. This is funny for me. Number 2, Chiqui. Yeah, it's actually a really good one. If you like horror story or even just like something dramatic or mysterious, Chiqui delivers on every front. And finally, number 1, we are going to put March Comes In Like a Lion because, I mean, I don't have to sing its praises. It's one of the best show ever made. Solid on every aspect. So there you have it. Every 10 entries we got this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Anime of the Week. I always have a good time doing them. If you want to see more, give it a like. Again, I'm begging for them. I really need them. Papa needs his like. And you can subscribe for more down the road. We're going to do a bunch of them. And if you've missed like the 1,000 ones we did before, there's a lot of content. I have a playlist. I have it somewhere in there. So dust it off and have a great week. I'll see you next time.
Through the hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.